Okay, great. I'm seeing myself on a big screen, so I hope you guys see me, you hear me. I'm very pleased to be here, very excited to see over 2,000 people joining, and super happy to know that you're interested in this topic. And yes, as said in the introduction, I'm a Googler based in Dublin in our European hub. And I'm currently working with the big advertisers, and SiteGround, a dear client and friend, has been a partner for many years now. So I agreed to participate in this event today. So thanks again for the interest, and I hope nothing will interrupt my presentation. We're still working from home, so things happen. But yeah, I guess I'll start. Before I present my slides, so when I was suggested to have this YouTube conversation with the crowd, um, I thought, to focus more like on business value of YouTube, or how to start off like a business channel and so on. But checking out like your question, I see people are more interested in personal YouTube channels. So I decided like to keep the content slightly more like universal overall, how to be present on YouTube that can be applicable both for business and for personal blogs. So, I hope it's going to be useful. So let me start to present my slides. Okay. I must be sharing now. I hope you see my slides. There might be a slight delay. So yeah, let's get started. And our presentation today is called Getting Started with YouTube. And we're going to talk about, the inspirational ways the creators engage with their YouTube audience, some best practices, and some tips on how to build your YouTube channel. So overall, why should you care about YouTube content at all? Well, first of all, according to Google data, there are over 2 billion people present on YouTube every month. So 1/4 of the world population enters YouTube, does some search, and watches some content. So this, like to me, already sounds super significant. And this is one of the top reasons you should be on YouTube, because everyone is engaged into YouTube. Of course, not everyone is a creator, but everyone is watching YouTube, consuming the info. So if you have this will, if you have this opportunity, if you have a business you want to promote on YouTube, that's a great time to start. And during the pandemic, during work from home, YouTube has been growing like crazy. So there is no better time to enter your YouTube journey than now. Why else? Well, YouTube has been initially purchased by Google as a video platform. However, since then, it grew to way more significant online tool than we could even imagine. Google itself is #1 search engine, while YouTube is the second search engine in the world, which is super crazy for me. So people use YouTube not only as a means to just upload and watch videos, but to literally search for information. So after searching on regular Google search tool, they go and search on YouTube. To me, that sounds like totally amazing. So another reason to be present on YouTube, because that's where people search for info. And also YouTube has become like way more than just a video platform, but also something as a means of social media. And social media has been growing like crazy in the recent years, in the pandemic years. So, around another reason to enter YouTube, especially if you have another social media channels, you can cross promote, you can do amazing things with this, and YouTube is here to help. So one of the top things which is recommended by YouTube creators and the gurus who tell how to be successful on YouTube is to be authentic, but at the same time to be creative. So be yourself, but bring something new, and people will value this. So here is our content on what the presentation is going to be about. 6 sections. So without further ado, let's start. So, YouTube 101. Why do users come to YouTube? What do people actually search for? So, the first reason, they come to be inspired. They want to see some beautiful pictures, research for whatever they're interested in right now, or just to relax, to browse, to have some positive feelings from it, to have access, so to grab together some information. We have an example here of some Met Gala videos. Met Gala has just happened this week, if I'm not mistaken, in the US. So, I mean, the burning topic, perfect time to just like go search for some Met Gala info on YouTube. And anything, whatever is happening in the world is right away filmed, is there on YouTube. So it's a way to search for information, but instead of just reading about it, this has happened in Paris. You can search on YouTube and see what exactly has happened, hear about it, see the news, see the live videos. Anything is there to learn. So YouTube has become one of the top learning platforms ever, especially now during this lockdown times. So there are hundreds of channels, hundreds of thousands of channels. You can learn to do anything on YouTube, anything you can think of, starting with DIY, starting with, I don't know, creating music, um, making something with your hands, anything you can think of, it's all there on YouTube. So anything you want to learn is present on YouTube. The other reason is to be entertained. Music, series, videos, vlogs, unpacking, anything, it's means of entertainment. People just want to spend time, relax, watch something nice, beautiful on YouTube. So they use it as a means to be entertained. So the thing I've mentioned before, the top rule, all the top creators on YouTube say, what's the way to be successful on YouTube is to be authentic. So you got to be original, you got to be yourself, but at the same time, you got to know where you're going. So when you enter YouTube, it's important to learn the language of YouTubers, how people speak. For example, some people make a mistake. They upload a video and say, "Oh, please follow my channel. Please follow. Please, hit this button. Follow me." People don't follow you on YouTube. People subscribe to your channel. So it might sound like very easy and simple and so on, but for someone who's new to YouTube, this could be like a thing. People could say the wrong words and the audience will not be happy. So you got to speak the language of the audience, meaning it's subscribers, people got to subscribe. So make sure you say the right words. Also, keep it DIY. So people often compare YouTube and TV. TV is famous for its giant, big studios, huge cameras, like big investment into creating a video. YouTube is oftentimes like compared to it and like opposed to it, saying that YouTube is for people, for simple people who just film their lives, who just like film in a simple way what they can do, what they love, and so on. So the most loyal YouTube audience is actually like tend to more like subscribing to channels which are like simple and easy to understand, like without this huge cameras, huge production, perfect makeup, and all of those things. So instead of like encouraging you, to invest into those like giant cameras, perfect lighting, and so on, YouTube is actually encouraging you to be simple, like the way you are. If you have the opportunity, of course, like to have like a huge, like nice studio, perfect lighting, and so on, great. But it doesn't guarantee you're gonna get like subscribers and a lot of views just because you have this perfect picture. Perfect picture is not the rule of success here. Just keep this in mind. And put YouTube first or reward your subscriber loyalty. So of course, you gotta love doing this. You gotta love filming something, and this will translate to subscribers and show them that you're doing this for them. Of course, we all know like big YouTubers make a lot of money for what they do on YouTube. We know this, but this shouldn't be the primary goal. So entering YouTube in order to make those millions. In order to grow to millions, you gotta invest like a lot of time to this. So your first motivation should be to like this, and then to remember that you're doing this for your subscribers, for people who trust you and want to watch your content. So this is about subscriber loyalty, to do this for them, to listen to them, to communicate with them, and to do something that people will love. Another thing you can do on YouTube, maybe for the start, maybe when you reach a certain point, that's just something to consider, is collaborate. You could actually see that many of those like huge YouTube creators, they do collaborations. And this is great because you can combine two audiences, your audience and this collaborator's audience, into one, and people will cross subscribe through your channels. And even if you're just starting and you just growing your subscription base, you can find other creators who are doing a like thing that you do. You are kind of in the same niche, in the same theme, and suggest the collaboration. What I mentioned before, YouTube is now becoming more than just a video platform. It's a social media as well. So it's super easy to find the contact of the other YouTuber. People always live in the video description there, like emails and Instagram and so on. So you can reach out and suggest a collaboration. Collaborations usually don't hurt anyone. They just grow the subscription base. This is something new, something entertaining, so something to consider. Next section we're going to is content planning and creation. First of all, you gotta learn what's there on YouTube, what people do, what people watch, what people upload, what's happening there. This is just like an example of what could be present on YouTube. It doesn't mean you gotta choose out of this 8 formats. They're just examples, but you can definitely research and consider if you want to start a YouTube channel, what will you start with? It could be a simple video of your, live vlog or something like this. It could be a trial of something. It could be a Q&A if you want to learn, if you want to let your subscribers learn something about you. It could be, I don't know, transformations. It could be challenges, hauls, anything. Just learn what is there and think of what you want to start with. And it doesn't mean you have to stick to one specific format. You can have many formats. You can create a new format. Totally up to you, but just know what's there. Do what other creators do. So these are some best practices, what other creators say they do and what works and which could be useful also for you as a starting person with a YouTube channel. Doesn't matter if it's a business channel, personal blog, anything. So the most important thing that everybody mentions on any training is uploading regularly. So big YouTubers, they always have a schedule. For example, I don't know, every week, every Thursday, 8 a.m. their time, they upload a video. And it's super important to stick to this timetable because subscribers then rely on you. They hope to see something interesting on that day at that time. And I don't know, anything happens for some reason you cannot upload, there are means of communication, so you can let your people know why you're not uploading, when you will upload, and they will appreciate it. So this will save you the subscriber base. So uploading regularly is very important, and to become trending on YouTube, to become suggested to other people, you got to be active on YouTube. If you have created one video and it's hanging there for 3 years, it's going to be super hard to let people find it. So make sure you keep your account live and upload. The other thing, a more like important thing, not more important, but more technical thing we're going to talk about right now is YouTube Analytics. Don't be scared by the name. It's just a tool with data. So here in Google, we're a very data-based company. We're a very engineering company, machine learning, all of those smart words. Like that's what we are about. And of course, there is a tool to find out information about what's going on YouTube. This is YouTube Analytics, a free universal tool, which you can use to analyze your own channel. So it will give you all the possible metrics, all the possible data about what's going on with your videos, what's going on with your channel. So really recommend it to use. just even from the start when the numbers are small. In the way you can kind of see what's happening, control, and see the opportunities for growth with the help of these insights. All the big YouTube channels use the analytics. I can guarantee you that. So, don't think that this is for someone else, but not you. This is for everyone. Encourage subscribing. So it's super important to remind people that you want them to subscribe, to ring the bell, to be notified of the new videos and so on. It might be sometimes frustrating if you are watching, let's say, the same creator all the time, and every single video they're saying, please subscribe, please ring the bell, please be informed about my new videos, see you next time, and so on. It might be frustrating if you're hearing this like for like 100 times already, but weirdly enough, it's working. If you don't tell to people to subscribe, they won't. So, make sure you remind them, even though you sound like slightly like a parrot repeating the same thing like all the time, it's still important and it matters. And there is a huge difference between the videos where this is not said and when this is mentioned. So whatever how it sounds like to you too many times, it's important. Don't say, I don't know, 100 times during the video length, subscribe. Dedicate, let's say, the time at the end of the video, like 20 seconds to say it, but it's important. Every single video, say subscribe and ring the bell. All you need to do. And the other thing as a best practice is to engage with your users. So comments, likes, this is a way to see what your users think of your content. And if you just start in the channel, first comments are super important. People will tell you feedback. People will tell you, oh, we love what you're doing, do this more. Or they will tell you, oh, this is like slightly strange, maybe try something else. This is like live feedback from people who watch you. So make sure, apart from just taking this to consideration, you are also interacting with this with your users via the comments. It's super important. They will value you. They will feel important. They will feel that whatever they say matters, and they will comment more. And you can start conversations and so on. So engage with the users. If you want them to subscribe, if you want them to grow your watch time, engage with them. And YouTube is giving you all the tools for it. Next thing, programming calendars. So we should all understand, like, there is the content which trends in now, popular in summer, for example, popular only in winter, popular in certain periods of time, or is popular constantly. So you just gotta understand where you fit with your content, or let's say where you want to move. So there are some like events, I don't know, Super Bowl event is happening. So all the videos connected to like teasers of the event, so like reviews of the games, I don't know, prognosis of what's gonna happen with the games. It's gonna grow, and then after the event, the interest will go down. This is natural, we all understand. There is a type of content which is serious. So every week, some YouTube channel is creating like and uploading like a new video. There's a series. This is what people will expect. So the kind of interest to this channel will grow closer to the date when the new release is like coming up. I think we all understand that. And there is this universal content on YouTube which is always popular. This could be related to some music videos. People are always up for nice, good music. Or weirdly enough, cat videos. I don't know, this is something YouTube has started with, animal videos, funny cat videos. They're always popular, trust me. If you have a cat can do things, you can have this always on popular videos on YouTube. Leading to trends. So very recommended tool, not even for YouTube, but like overall for knowing what's popular in the world, Google Trends. And to understand what's like popular right now, what people are talking about, what's on the buzz, use this tool. It has like different like geolocation, it has like the world trends, anything. As I said, with database company, love to gather data, love to organize data. So whatever's people interest is online, it's here. It's in Google Trends. So when you prepare for a video, when you think of what to do, go to Google Trends, get some ideas there. And also like a couple of like tips here about be timely, be true. So the example I provided before, the Met Gala. it has happened this week. So maybe this week, the week after, it makes sense to talk about it, maybe to make some reviews like of the looks of Met Gala and so on. 2 months from now, the interest will go down, and whatever how great your videos are going to be, people probably not going to be so interested. 6 months from now, people are going to be waiting for the new Met Gala. They won't be interested in listening about the old Met Gala. So, choose the right time to talk about the things which people would search for. And be true. So it's cool to follow the trend, to be on trend, and to do the cool things that other people do. But if it doesn't fit you, if it doesn't fit the theme of your channel, people will not appreciate it. If your channel is about fashion and then suddenly you do a video about, I don't know, cars, people are going to be confused, unless it's a super fashionable car. I don't know, then it will fit the topic. But, like, be true. Don't just follow the trends, but find the trend which fits you, fits your topic, fits your theme of the channel. Next section is going to be content discovery. So the video itself, like apart from the video that filmed and formed it into a nice, I don't know, 3-minute movie or whatever, apart from the video itself, you got to put some metadata on YouTube as well in order for people to find this video. So the metadata includes the thumbnail. So when you search on YouTube, you don't see the entire video right away. You see those little cards with videos, right? Like a screenshot, like a little picture of the video, the title, the name of the channel. So this is like little card of your video, which the user sees. This is a thumbnail. So you should really carefully think and plan what you put in the thumbnail. This is going to be the first thing that people see when they come across your video. You want them to click on it. So make sure you put something interesting into the picture. It could be a studio filmed, a studio made picture specifically for this video. Or it could be a part of the video, like a screenshot. So it's totally up to you, but it should attract attention and make people click. The same as I'm going to talk in detail slightly later, but the title, it has some limitations. It has to attract attention, but it shouldn't mislead users at the same time. So those are the little things you might not put a lot of effort into, but they really matter. And the video description as well. You should say what this video is about. You should leave your context there. If you say in the video, oh, I'm going to link the list of my favorite books below, and then you don't link them, and people got to think, oh, that person lied. We're not going to watch them anymore. So, make sure it all makes sense. It all matches. And then with the help of this video title, video description, people are going to find your video. This is how the YouTube algorithm works. So your video is not going to show for searches. If your video is about cosmetics, it's not going to show for I don't know, some woodwork, because it doesn't match, right? So it should match. The more but not in a way that you shouldn't put huge essays here. It should make sense, fit the video, give information about it, but not overwhelm people with information. So be precise here. Yeah, we can go next. So thumbnail, what I already described is little cards, what the video is about, the screenshot of the video, the pre-made card, the photo from the studio, whatever you feel is right, is this little frame of your video, what you want to be present on YouTube. Regarding this picture itself, the title, consider the topic. If it's something very serious, very which doesn't allow jokes, well, I mean, be straightforward, be serious, with the title and with this little picture. If it's something very entertaining and so on, feel the vibe of what you're doing, and then put the things accordingly. So the titles have limitations. They have to be under 100 characters, but actually there is a best practice to put them less than 100 characters, even less than 70 characters. So this is when people are mostly interested, when the title is short but interesting and attracting attention. Now, many YouTubers like try to, put all caps, to attract more attention. But in real life, it seems like someone is screaming at you from your computer screen, like, watch my video because it's about this new vitamins or whatever. Um, it doesn't work most of the time in a positive way. So, all caps, be super careful with this. It's better to choose those like right couple of words which show your topic like the best way. This is really obvious, but this is the best practice here. And clickbait. No clickbait. People are gonna be mad if you say, I don't know, watch this ducks dancing best video ever, and then people come in and it's you talking about your purses. I mean, people are gonna be mad. No clickbait, not recommended. Be authentic, be true, be creative, but not over the top. Yeah, regarding descriptions, I pretty much, like told you about everything. The general thing is, to say like, this is the video about this thing happening. Then you provide like some info on whatever you want to provide, like extra on this video, and then in the end, some contacts, some recommendations, whatever you want. Tags. So you oftentimes see something like hashtags like in the video description and so on. So those are not put just randomly. When you upload the video to YouTube, there is a special field which says text. So don't create them elsewhere. Add text to this specific field which says text. Basically, you want to choose a couple of topics which your video like fits the best. This is another way how people are going to find your video on YouTube, through these tags. If you absolutely have no idea which words to put here in text, we have a couple of tools from Google which can help you. Google Trends, first of all, and the tool I'm working with most of the time, Google Ads, the advertising platform of Google, and it has keyword planner in it. So advertisers use it to set their ads to target those keywords. And with this tool, you can also find the proper keywords for this YouTube tags. So, test out those tools to find out which tags like will feel better. Don't underestimate the power of tags. They do work. You want the right people to find you, use proper tags. Next thing, end screens. So when your video ends, what you want to do is to keep the user engaged, either subscribe to your channel or watch another video of yours, or even like a playlist of yours. This is important to maintain watch time, to keep people engaged, to grow your subscription base, and so on. I oftentimes like see some starting, let's say, like YouTube channels. I watch a video, it ends, and nothing happens. And I'm like, well, maybe I want to see something else, but you don't suggest, so I'll go find another YouTube channel on a related topic. So it's a free way, like free, like little hint and hack on how to grow your channel, how to be more successful. Don't underestimate the power of this like little things you can do. Like Google has it all there for you for free. Just like use it, it's provided. Yes, you need to invest some time to set it all up, but you do it once and then it's super easy to go do it for the other videos. Just don't underestimate the power of a platform which you have access to. Playlists. So of course, like this is relevant for YouTubers who already have several videos. I mean, you're not going to do a playlist out of one. But the idea behind this is, to give the user opportunity to keep watching your channel. So make sure to create playlists if you already have enough videos, but not random ones, but literally playlists of connected videos, like by theme, connected story, whatever happens. If it's going to be a random playlist, yeah, subscribers are not going to be happy with it. Thoughtful, nice playlist works really well on your behalf. Really recommended. Next section, channel customization. So you probably have seen this before. If not, I'll explain. So when you create a YouTube channel, you have like a separate YouTube page, like a YouTube intro page of your channel. Some people underestimate this and say, oh, I'll just upload videos and yeah, whatever. No one cares about the cover. People just going to watch the videos. This is not exactly true. People want to trust you, understand what's going on. So oftentimes before they subscribe after watching your video, they would want to go and see your channel page. So please take your time to shape this channel page, to work on it, to make sure it looks nice. Have your cover picture, have, some slogan there, and the trailer of the channel. So this like top little video, which the user will see when entering the channel, just saying what this channel is about. If it's going to be like physically you talking about, oh, like, hello, my name is Julia, my channel is about my life in Google, in Ireland, whatever, people are gonna feel closer to you. So again, don't miss those little things, which are best practices, which are recommendations in order to build your channel and to be closer to your subscribers. So make sure you do take some time to work on your channel page. Also, important thing, let's say like you have your channel page for the past 2 years. Things have changed. You've changed your channel theme for like 10 times, and your cover picture is old. Your teaser, this like little trailer, is old, doesn't match your current videos and so on. Keep it updated. I mean, your channel is your channel, but make sure it's updated. It's kind of identifies with you. It shows you what you are doing right now, or your business. I mean, we're talking for both things here. So make sure it's updated. People will also appreciate it. It will attract new people. The old subscribers will not unsubscribe. They'll see, oh, the channel is live. They might be uploading something new and interesting for me. I'll stay. So, make sure it's updated. Make sure you take some time to work on this. This will benefit you definitely. The custom subscription button. So on the ad screens, apart from just a little button subscribe, you can have like a little, card with a subscription button, like a bit of an info about your channel again, and a big logo. Also attracts attention, gives some more information to the user. They could have like clicked on your video by accident, started watching, already forgot what was that about, what they were actually searching for. And then in the end, they see this like little business card of your channel, and they do decide to subscribe. So don't miss this little opportunity to remind people what this channel is about and to give them the opportunity to subscribe. So you can set this up all in the settings of the YouTube video itself. Don't miss this opportunity to add this little hint in the end as well. So next section, we're going to talk YouTube products. So this is probably going to be more for like very big, old YouTube channels and so on, but who knows, maybe it's applicable like for you, someone super new, super original, like for YouTube, who knows. Just gonna talk about it like for a bit, just to let you know that this exists. Live performances, live videos on YouTube, really cool. They have like a separate like section. If you enter the main like YouTube homepage, there is a separate section like what's live right now. Super cool for some shows, for the events, I don't know, for anything you can imagine. Of course, like it's slightly like more time investing, let's say, like to film this like in a nice way, to set it up, to schedule it and so on, but it's super rewarding. um like it really really increases the watch time, because when people watch a pre-recorded video, they're like, oh, don't like it so much, I'm gonna stop and go search for something else. And then with live, people feel they're like committed like to watch like what's happening live, like what's going on, what's going to be next. Like they don't know, like maybe it's not going to stay on YouTube, they don't know. So like it makes people like watch, it makes people engaged, and it increases subscriptions, because this will appear in what's live right now section of the YouTube homepage. So super cool tool for more advanced YouTubers, but keep this in mind. Maybe this will be your top thing for your YouTube channel, to do constant lives. Who knows? Then premieres. Kind of like a thing like a live. The premiere itself like shouldn't be live, but basically like you let your subscription base know that there'll be a new video, I don't know, a new show premiering on this date. And this kind of like builds this interest like in people. Oh, like this is like such a big thing, a premiere, like it's a nice big word, people are going to get like attracted to it and so on, and they will plan to watch it the first person out of like the entire YouTube. So they would want to watch the premiere because they would feel exclusive. So Of course, might be more applicable for musicians, like for bigger channels, but who knows? Just keep in mind that this thing exists. And now, even not planning to create your own YouTube channel, but just surfing YouTube like today on your own, you'll see like here is a live happening, here is a premiere. This guy has like very nice end screen and so on. This is education. You're gonna learn. You're gonna know like more after this webinar of how YouTube works and a bit of kind of backstory like on what it's all about. So yeah, premieres, just so you know, cool thing. If you have an option to use it, I really recommend it. Then you could have noticed that recently, like YouTube introduced this little stories. I guess we all understand that this is inspired by Instagram stories, but as I said, like YouTube is now becoming more a social media means as well, not more, but as well, apart from just a video platform and just a search engine. So it has these little stories there also to help promote your channel, to give hints to your subscribers what's going on. Another way to engage with your audience, something short, really recommended to use if you have this opportunity. So it says here, like on the site, it's available to 10K subscribers. So not for the starters, but if you're original, if you have something interesting to tell, you will have the opportunity to grow to 10K pretty fast, and you'll have the option to use the stories. I'll watch the time now to make sure I have it. Okay, I'll be fast. Community tab. So this is a way to communicate with your audience, with your with your subscribers. So you can do polls there. You can post gifs. You can promote your current videos if people miss them. You can just like post like a message and say like, "I love my audience. The new video coming up tomorrow." This gives like the feeling that you are a community. You're not just some lonely cold person sitting at the edge of the world and not talking to anyone. This is your online community, and really recommended to use this means of communicating to your audience. It's there, why not using it? And the last section of content performance and promotion. So here we're going to talk like a little bit about metrics. So impressions is how many times this video thumbnail has shown on YouTube. It's like the starting metric, let's say. It doesn't mean much. Maybe you have like super general topic and people are searching a lot but not clicking on it. But something to start with. The video impression, it will all be there present in your YouTube analytics, the amount of impressions, and then the metric, which is based on impressions, is called click-through rate. So it's how many times your video has been clicked on after it has shown, after the impression has happened. Click-through rate is a more performance oriented metric. It will show you how interested are people in what you show in your video when the impression happens. Views. So how many times people actually watched your video. And kind of the side metric is the average duration of the video. So with this metric, you can understand if people watch till the end, if people watch half, if people watch the first minute and then drop. And this will give you like a hint of what you are doing wrong and how to change your content. Maybe you have this 2-hour long videos, which in reality you can do in like 10 minutes. Actually, something I didn't mention. If you want to enter YouTube and let's say explore a new topic, see what's there. Like search for the other like channels and see how long their videos are, how fast they speak, what's the arrangement, how loud, how live it is, or vice versa, how calm it is. Just research what's there. I'm pretty sure every topic you can come up with, it's already present on YouTube. It doesn't mean you shouldn't enter it. If you want it, you should. But then research what's present in this field already. And you can somewhat gather yourself a statistic on how long do people make those videos. And this will give you a hint on how long should you make them. Or vice versa, you decide to go like against the rules, against any statistics. All the people do 5-minute videos and you'll break the rules and make an hour video. Well, your call, but at least you'll have the information to base your decisions on. Watch time. So how many minutes were watched divided over impressions. So it's more like a competitive metric, to compare yourself with the other channels on YouTube. Now, coming back to analytics, like a bit more like in detail, what can you see in the analytics tool? We'll not like stop here like for a long time, because you all have to learn while like you work on your own channel. You have this analytics tab. You'll see all this impressions, click through, rate, watch time, and the traffic source is actually an important metric. Where people come from? Do they find you directly on YouTube? Do they come from your Instagram, where you promote your videos additionally, or for advertising? It's important to understand which works to bring people to your channel. Cross promotion, what I've mentioned. If you have a developed Instagram, a developed Facebook page, Twitter, by like no doubts, promote your videos there. Works perfectly fine. All of those like huge Instagrammers who start YouTube channels and grow like crazy. This is the way. Actually, yes, Instagram has several ways on how you can promote your video. So to put your video link into the header of the channel, to make posts about it, to make stories about it. We've all seen it. It's not something super new. So this is pretty much it with the content. And I have like a bit of vocabulary for you here. If you want to like double check the YouTube vocabulary, like the subscribers, the ring the bell, and so on. If you want to be on YouTube, use the proper vocabulary.